Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class 8 subject SS. In that, we have done a history topic, chapter number 3, ruling the countryside, and we have completed one part of it, and second part is also been completed. Today, we will be going with the third part. In the third part, we will be discussing about crops for Europe and what are the histories of the color and why it was been more demanded in British government or Europe. So let's begin with the first thing as the title known as crops for Europe. As Britishers were realized that the countryside could not yield the revenue, so they started making sure that the growing of crops for the Europe would be the better option for the British government. So in that, many things which are been changed, like the company has tried their best to expand the cultivation of optimum in India and indigo. But basically, we will be discussing about indigo in this chapter. Okay, so British perceived to the farmers and forced the cultivators in the various part of the country, and they want the people to produce the commercial crops like jute, tea, sugar, wheat, cotton, rice. These are been the essential products which are being used for commercial purpose. Then it can be said that jute was being forcefully made, produced in Bengal. Tea is being produced from Assam. Sugarcane was being provided by United Provisions. Now it is still considered as Uttar Pradesh. Then wheat from Punjab and Maharashtra, cotton from Maharashtra and Punjab, and rice from Madras. These are been the places where the commercial crops were being encouraged. Apart from that, British government has taken various methods to increase the cultivation of crop as they need it. And then one such crop was been very much famous all over the worldwide, which is indigo. So the British government lastly tried to make sure that the indigo should be produced in the Indian countries, as it is a colonial period, colonial for the Britain. So basically, it has been said that the highly demand of indigo and optimum was been very much essential because the price can be paid at any cost. So because of that, the crop has to be grown very rapidly. In this term, we can discuss that because of that cash crop, many historical part was been involved in that. So if we go for an indigo production, it is a cash crop product, whereas indigo requires more fertile land than the other crops, whereas the farmer has the limited fertile regions where they can grow a rice. Because of that, the crops were being very much reduced for the home purpose. The reduction of production of food crops. Food crops are ultimately being used for home purpose. Then indigo's demand was very much high because European or East Indian Company has ultimately forced the people to produce the product. So, do the color have a history? Yes, it is. Because the rich blue color is commonly known as indigo, it was been highly demanded in the Europe, and it has been used for the dyeing purpose. Dyeing purpose मतलब कपड़े के ऊपर प्रिंटिंग करना. वेरस इंडिया के अंदर ये बहुत ही बड़ा प्रॉब्लम इसीलिए था क्योंकि इंडिगो की डिमांड, इंडियन इंडिगो की डिमांड बहुत ही ज़्यादा हाई थी और ये सप्लायर्स भी थे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एरिया से. इंडिगो कल्टीवेटर्स के पास सिर्फ एक ही रीज़न था क्योंकि वो एक गरीब कंडीशन से बिलोंग करते, एक गरीब फैमिली से बिलोंग करते थे और उनकी कंडीशंस कोई इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, इसीलिए इनको फोर्स किया जाता था और ये प्रोडक्ट बनाते थे. If you look into the textbook, there would be a figure number 5 and 6. In figure 5, we can say that there is a kalamkari print which was been waved in Andhra Pradesh, India. When we can go for another figure number 6, it was been printed or it was been designed by the William Morris, one of the famous poets, artisans of 19th century. Okay, so basically history is there because it is rich in color and it was being demanded in the foreign countries as well. So now right now we will be discussing about the term why the demand for indigo, Indian indigo, not indigo but Indian indigo. By the 13th century, Indian indigo was being used by the cotton cloth manufacturing in Italy, France, and Britain to dye cloths. Indian indigo was being very much demanded in France, Italy, and Britain. Indigo producers are ultimately um, making sure that the indigo is ultimately a rich blue color provider. And in Britain, there was one more plant which was named as wood. Wood is also been compared with indigo, but still Indian indigo was being demanded more because it provides a rich blue color. Whereas we talk about wood, wood is ultimately pale and dull, but they are also been providing blue color. Indigo plantation came up with the many parts of North America, Mexico during the wars in that regions and abolition of slavery in France colonies. Britishers started depending on Indian cultivation and expanded that indigo to all over India. Basically, the demand of indigo was been very much high, and heavy industrialization in Britain was totally depending on that indigo production. To fulfill the demand of indigo, the Britishers have used their colonial areas where the tropical regions are ultimately growing indigos like Africa, India, where the lands are very cheaper and labors are also very cheaper to making the goods very much essential. Now we are going for the next topic, that is considered as Britain turns to India. Yes, Britain was knowing that India is their colonies, so they can use that colony for the purpose of growing indigo. So in the company, the India has expanded the indigo cultivation to meet the rising demand of an indigo in Europe. In uh, 18 in 1788, there was only indigo production was 30%, which was being imported to Britain. But later on, after 1810, the indigo was being produced 95% alone in the Bengal. In Bengal region, 95% of the lands were being cultivated for the purpose of indigo production, and this was been from India, and it has been exported to the different countries. Basically, indigo tradition grow commercial agents and officials of the company to invest in the indigo production. Many producers, many officials have left their jobs, and numerous Scotsmen and Englishmen have came to India and become a planter and attract the prospect profits from that particular business. Hope so. It has to be cleared very much to you. At that time, the company was ready to give a loan to the persons who wants to do a business as a planter. Company and banks providing loans at that time. Then we will be discussing how was indigo cultivated. Indigo cultivated are indigo cultivation was mainly system of indigo system in which we have to use two methods. One is niche cultivation and other is roid cultivation. And in niche system, the planters provide indigo to in lands that he directly controlled on the rented of zamindars. This topic will be discussed in the next video. And niche cultivation, what is niche cultivation, what are the problems of niche cultivation, and then we will be discussing about indigos on the methods of roids, and then blue rebellion, very important topic, and then we will be ending the lecture in next video. That's it for today. Thank you.